Welcome everyone to Belinda's Country Living. Today I'm going to show you how to make potato cakes. Some call them potato patties. And we're using our leftover mashed potatoes to make these. These are very good. They're fried. You have onions, salt, pepper, eggs, and a little bit of flour, and you just fry them. And they're very good if you want to fry an egg and put on top of them, or just have it as a side dish. So this is what I'm going to show you how I do mine. So in a bowl, separate bowl, I've got my leftover mashed potatoes that we had for dinner last night. Go ahead and put this in a bigger bowl. Kind of press them down a bit. Now this should make, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 potato cakes, potato patties, whatever you want to call them. But I learned how to do this. Put 1 egg in there. I learned how to do this. My mother used to make these all the time. She had 9 kids she was raising, so she never wasted anything. And I learned how to make this, my mother. She was always throwing something together. We used to have fried cornbread and all that. So anyway, you want to mix that egg in there. Just stir it up until that egg is completely dissolved. And for those of you that's never had this, it is really good. Okay, so I got that mixed up real good, as you can see. Now we're going to put a half of an onion, and I've already got a half already cut in half that I used, and just chop that up. You don't even have to put onion in it if you don't want to. If you don't like onions, don't put it in there. Now that seems like an awful lot of onion for that little bit, so I'm going to take half of this and save it for another dish. So you want to chop this up as fine as you can get it. And I'll tell you what, you can also, if you have any leftover bacon, go ahead and throw that bacon in there. You can throw ham in it if you wish. But this is just a plain way of doing it. It's cold here in Indiana. It's about 18 degrees. Even though the sun was out, it was still very frigid cold. Now I like to chop mine up super fine, and that way you're for sure it's going to get cooked in, because it doesn't take long to fry these. So there you have it. And just put that in your mashed potatoes. I don't think I'm going to use them all. Stir that up real well. I like to put a little pepper. Some salt. And just stir that around. Now you're going to take and put some flour in that. I've got a cup here, and I'm going to use about a half a cup of flour. This is just enough so this will hold together. Mix that up real well. Those of you, I'm new to the channel. I'm new to YouTube. So if you want to see more videos of what I'm doing with my channel name is Belinda's Country Living. And what I will bring to you is cooking. Everything that happens in my life. I love to be outdoors. I love taking videos of my grandkids, my pets, anything. A lot of times I do a lot of things around the house, such as plumbing and you name it, I do it. I've put in toilets. I've done just about a little bit of everything. So as you can see, let me bring you up here. Let me move this camera up and you will see. You just want that to be just a little thick, like so. So now I'm going to move you over to the stove. And let me know you want to see more videos or my videos. Then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Now I'm going to turn you down here. I've got an iron skillet. I've got it more hot. And what I'm going to do now is, I always save my bacon grease. I am going to put some bacon grease in there. That bacon grease will give it a lot of good flavor. Now I had my skillet down on low, so it's heated up pretty well. And in your comment, please let me know where you're all from. And this is ready to go in. Now what I'm going to do is drop these in a little at a time. And usually about that much. It doesn't take long for these to cook. I'll probably get quite a bit out of this. I'd say probably, once your skillet's good and hot, do not press these down until you turn them. Yeah, I don't throw anything away around here. You can make these as big as you want, but I like to make these for breakfast. Fry me a couple eggs, throw them on top. Boy, they're good. I hope y'all can see this. If you've got ham, you could put ham in this. You could put whatever you want in here. I'll move these over a bit so I can add a couple more to the skillet. That's about what I got. Or maybe I just get one. But like I said, I named my channel Country Living. That way I can bring to you everything that happens. I'm not afraid to try anything. I love to cook. I love to do things around the house. And I will always try to fix something myself before I call a repairman, because that can get pretty costly. Now I'm going to turn this down some. Like I said, do not mash these down until you flipped them. Y'all, please share your recipes with me, and I will definitely give them a try. And don't forget, again, let me know where you're viewing my video from. I am from a little town called Trafalgar, Indiana. It's just, I don't know, 20 miles south of Greenwood, 30 miles from Indianapolis, Indiana. So let's see what we got here. We got one that's ready. Flip that over. Look at that. Let me move you up here a little bit closer. There you go. Now you could leave it like that, but I like to mash them down just a bit. Like I said, it don't take long. Yeah, I learned this again from my mother. She is in her resting place. She has done fried cornbread, and we call them fried corn cakes, and they're really good. And I like mine a little bit really brown. Mash them down a bit. Move that bacon grease around. These would be good with, if you're having pork chops or just about anything you're having for dinner as a side dish. But I like them for breakfast. Want to get a plate, put paper towel on it, and they'll soak up that oil, that bacon grease. Iron skillets, they hold heat very well. Usually the whole skillet will hold the heat evenly. Like I said, I want mine real brown. Sometimes you might want to flip them over a couple times, but if you just let them rest, they'll get brown. Look at that. Look how awesome. Look how good. They smell real good. Yeah, it's about 18 degrees here in Indiana. And it's cold. And when it's like this, I usually do my cooking, doing my videos, doing things around the house that needs to be done. And I also like to do my spring cleaning. Get all my cleaning done in the winter. That way when it comes springtime, I'm outside. I love to work in the flower garden, planting flowers. I do my weed eating myself. I cut grass. I've been teaching my oldest grandson how to do some weed eating. Look at that. Ooh, my. Yes. But you know, if y'all ain't, you know, young people, older people, come on. Get in the kitchen. Learn how to cook. You can save yourself a lot of money. I know usually on the weekend, we'll go out and pick up a quick sandwich or maybe a pizza. Something to get the kids out of the house, get them off the video games. Now what I'll do is I'll set this one over here, move this one to the middle. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Well, so far so good. I haven't had a phone call. Usually when I get a phone call, my video cuts off. And then I have to start all over again. My videos are unedited. What you see is really real. Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of you out there probably don't like iron skillets, but I love them. They're easy to clean. A lot of people say don't wash your skillets in water, but I do. I have no problem. I wash them just like any other skillet. The only difference is when I'm done, I dry it out and I'll put a little oil in the bottom of the skillet and then I stick it in the oven. Oh, yeah. And these are done, folks. And that's all there is to. Potato cakes. Or potato patties. Now fry you a couple eggs, do whatever you want with them, but I promise you, these are good. You may have to add some more salt, pepper. But there you have it. That's how you make it. Homemade potato cakes, leftover mashed potatoes. So, don't throw nothing out. You could always fix something with your leftovers. All right, I hope y'all have a good rest of your day, good evening, and be sure to click the subscribe button so you'll be notified of my next video.